I'm only hoping for the day he'll be free again to message me. Say if he can come over, I open the communication line in Facebook and Instagram, like a legal client or something. I guess Drew is a variable, more like a friend than Ron. I can cook a mean slurs bacon and fried egg. He'll obey Namotanon. Neighbor, I can't do it anymore. I no longer want to do it. This is my character now. I hate being with family members in a public restaurant. I hate it. I hate that the staff say so much about it. I hate that I lose my appetite and waste food. I hate that there are people in a restaurant who read me as the imposter, as the weakest link, as someone who should just go home that instant. More paranoia thoughts. C.S. Kaisig joining me in suffering. Me posting not giving up. And he's saying, don't you dare give up just because things are hard. This will pass. You'll be better for it. Keep going. Him crying in the sharings. And some other moments in Facebook stories. Now, there's another new character. John Caprani, and these actually genius co-working moments. The Facebook Live where they watch each other work. That's cool. And him commenting that on Twitter. I provide valuable information, like that Pinterest not saving my images as JPEG sometimes. And him saying, Black at Twizzard is giving better education on Twitter for free than 99% of what others charge for. Seriously need to figure out how to win at Twitter this year. It's a hard platform to get and has a lot of annoying aspects, but seriously valuable for those who do it well. My boss's number one assignment is to do something that makes you absolutely happy, absolutely excited, because that's what the world needs right now, joy. Absolute joy. What about your soul? The ones who eat lugaw, rice with toyo. You won't have something to be grateful for. I have a condom there. Did you even read my profile? I don't care. Alrighty. Well, it's not going to happen again, but it was very good. The 69. The ear licks. Very nice. We can't give you an x-ray because your blood test says you're pregnant. This is a case of the special child who got pregnant. I have here a couple of dozen very powerful painkiller pills. One pill won't kill you, but if you take them all, you will die. I'm just going to leave this here. You have the choice to take them. Or you can walk away from all these clinical trials and live your life, the life you dreamed of, where you're in control. That's kind of the way with hardware in the body. It shifts over time. So you'll need another surgery to adjust it to stop you from feeling pain. Hi, Mr. Lamont. I'm calling to say that your daughter has been diagnosed with leukemia, and she needs a bone marrow transplant, and we are calling relatives to see if we can find a match. Betty White died today, December 31st, 2021. This is a case of SSB. The measles virus has invaded his brain. He must have been exposed in the orphanage. The virus can lie dormant for 10 years. That's why he's having hallucinations. It's not your fault. Sanchez is always up my ass for no reason. Last week she wrote me for excessive eye-rolling. What if you imagine the best thing that can happen to you? I'd have this job that I love, and it would never end, but it's going to, and I would be able to sustain the house with the job. That's all I'm really asking for. But I'm never at peace, because I keep thinking something won't make it happen. People say things to you. Dr. Emily Owens, they open up to you, so you get to be in charge of the case. There are physical signs of cancer. You know that, right? Bottles of painkillers. Your body will be in decline. Your parents are bound to notice that. Terminal cancer is not something you can hide. Dr. Kapoor is right. Maybe she did forget all of her memories when I was a child. Even the really, really bad ones. That where I'm at, silent, solitary, is actually the exact opposite of what it was. In the flood-prone house, the one beside the main street, and the one beside the apartment lady. Maybe this is really what I want. Then why did you share half your department? I want to know. And then this is where the points of reference comes in. I think you already do. Silence. For God's sake, Max. I did it for you. Traditional chemotherapy wasn't working, so I had to proceed with precision therapy. Aikai called me someone living in Piatas. Alyssa liked it, and two others, and Alan the Chinese dude is telling me I'm a pig. Something's not quite working. You're trying to be everything all at once. Really, Then why is it that every time I talk to Chris, it's him saying this job or no other job? If I miss January season, I might not have that cushion if he decides to destroy me. Really, Hedwig's theme? Hedwig dies. How can I help? It's words we live by. Everybody helps. Everybody chips in. Apparently, there really are people who do stakeouts. They know where you work. They stand outside where you work. So they can win your heart. Boom, financial freedom. There are people who do stakeouts. I feel like I'm back in the community with this dish. Buying meat, cooking meat. It gets the neighbors and the kids perked up, and I feel like I have a use. It has sahag in it. That's what they're really looking for. The damn zombies. What if you entered the teaching workforce like Violet Chachki? Your paper, I didn't read it fully, it bored me. Maybe people are more fragile than you think. Maybe they want a second home, so bad. Going to the grocery will tell you two things. The only thing that matters is looks, and acting like you're a contestant at Drag Race. Yes, that's right, SMS, I didn't stay to sustain me. Because I'm choosing to help okay. I'm choosing fitness and health, and looking good for when you walk that runway. Growing up, we were poor and vegetarian. So the only time I got to be with my classmates was when they wanted to see Betrayal. I would eat that fried chicken. Something deep in me just says, well, now I owe my brother something. And it creeps up so weirdly. Maybe he really is subscribing to this perpetual RuPaul's Drag Race. Race to being fit, and race to looking good and turning out looks in public. I am looking for that 69, or right about now. Or Ron the Bottom. I don't know. Just an episode of Violet Chachki, and the universe reveals a secret. You want that? You want to be heard, with a really simple cue. Oh, yeah, well, what about me? Just because I didn't jump off a bridge doesn't mean I want to be reincarnated as a white skinny bitch who's good at being a doctor with no essential tremor. What about me? Weird things always happen when I sleep on the second floor. Gavus dinha, says a neighbor. I wonder what it's like to depend on someone who is not your parent. I mean, really depend like you would a parent. That's where the sure sale comes in. The sure sale. The sure sale. The sure sale of fitness stuff? Clothes? Maybe, dude. Maybe. We got reactions like, your contribution to the Keho. After your shopping spree in Talonaro. When in doubt, just watch the bone. You're in the middle of a panic attack, and you're pretending that you're not by trying to deceive people you're okay with this stupid line. I've never won anything in my life. Really? Not everyone is a mind reader. People should normalize panic attacks now. Butterflies are retarded. To the bone. Well, she can definitely work in the magazines with those looks. So I followed my high school music teacher on Instagram, and she gave me a good warning not to mess with her salary. I'm 17, and I'm pretty sure I'm a fucking psychopath. We live in the most boring town. She's probably the only cool person here. She's probably had 15 abortions when it was illegal. She's done stuff. Alyssa would be a good kill. Alyssa was kind of a nymphomaniac. The hunter has returned. Oh no, Dad comes in with dad jokes. I stuck my hand in the deep fryer just to feel something. I thought something was wrong with him. I thought he was probably gay. But here you are. Maybe I am gay. Maybe he's asexual. We're dealing with a broad spectrum these days. Every blade of grass, every ladybug has been well thought out in each of these neighborhoods. Each has 322 people in it. Today I asked my Tita Grace, 42, what her goals are. She said to pay her mortgage. Amazing. With such simple words, focus is achieved. I do need to buy my medicine, to pay for my share of the rent. Magpie bought me Karen SA MGA Lammy and Na grilled chicken, pansican, and more SA Deer Monarch. Acadio, the educational program, was introduced in 2013. Is this St. Mary's, or what? What are you looking forward to? Dates on Discord, with actual nice people. Brain cell exercise. You have to train people, be able to understand English even at this level, rewriting. Greeting cards for Chris NFT. Hallmark, says a neighbor. The sector your employees belong to. Tinder? The dumb. The body. Credit scheme, being in debt. Keeping translation talent alive. Education, Netflix, cable TV, YouTube. You know, that is something not everyone can do. download their Facebook Live and upload it in YouTube. Discord, friendly person, cryptocurrency, whereby Tita Grace, Pambaid sa Bahay. Tax, pay Nene P400, manager bills, vegetarian feast. Not that nasty ground pork you cooked. In order to prolong life happiness. Countries should just find creative ways to make them attractive. To attract people. For you need money. The attracting of tourists to go to Aisha in Singapore. Enjoy that night. Go to Arlo, podcast, live. Watch what happens live. It's not just competitiveness, but also that you don't feel it hostage. And supply chain gets compromised. Call Aisha to let her stay there. Deep in your gut, appetite. When a supplier becomes unfriendly, CDO Pogo gifts. Pressure, being insulted. CDO Ragnarok Mobile, Talon Row. Just really insulted. Like seriously. Accounting services. That was a keyword. Your Excel sheet. Manage a dude. Me talking to the author task stuff. Well, I can't catch up with friends right now. Costas SG article is hieroglyphics. Very tactile experience. Joining kids outside or not? They're kids. 27 snacks for Chinese New Year. Honey with tea, shakes, lemonade, coffee. Maybe he's a pansexual. He's serving either Anthony or Tan right now. A bystander to me probably. Because I am scared shitless he's gonna let me go. I am scared fucking shitless. Especially because he changes the tasks. I just thank Emily in Paris for this social media clue. If that's ever true. 2 views is great, right? Anyway, I just hope that the author task staff know that I really just want to keep doing the health confidential stuff. Alongside with them, I create content on social media. Can that be a job, please? Please? Facebook stories, that movie, this monologue. Letting someone is somewhat priceless, right? The worst thing would be that they serve me the exact same thing tomorrow, because they don't know that I'm earning this much from the other job. I am aware of the train law, okay. Joria's goals. Okay. She might fly on October this year. Nene, if she can't do these tasks, at least she cleans really well. I don't know about these other girls. It will be hell to have them clean, that's for sure. This Filipino song, it says Mamahalin Kita Basta Hindi Ka Magasawa, or something like that. What the hell? What the hell? I've been in this GC for 3 years. 3 years. None of you have been TO this house, except for Tempest and Clyde, who didn't stay. And now, I just feel really bad here in my intelligence level. I feel really bad. I can't do the instant triple negative thing. You guys are scared to go near me outdoors. That is not friendship. I have to move on. I have to focus on people who will actually be there for me in the hospital. Not fucking celebrating my sickness. You deserve to be the Queen Jameson and Carl P4P4. Meanwhile, in Drag Race Universe, they still care more about the selfie to share him more than anything. They say the key to being rich is marrying, but I know a lot of poor couples. Where it's going to go next, this long, winding Facebook Messenger series, is entirely dependent on the things he'll watch on Netflix. Your boss is a guy, but all you message are girls. Well, I've never had sex with a girl. They only want sex anyway. Girls like to talk, so I can talk more than have sex. Victim of love, says Mr. White. NK Bilis Naman Maglaho in Pinipig at Kitsinta from the Philippines. Get to a ballet class as fast as you can. Your tagline should just be, ever since I quit showbiz. Your neighbors are providing security. 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 Uganyan ka baba ang tinjan nayo sa akin. Dahil hindi akeo madalino. Dahil bobo akeo. Diemo pa bie alam namas magling ka sa akin. Hindi akeo meron ang magcode. Ninanaka keo lang sa nusla keo. Kate ano pangon keo meron ang ka magcode akeo hindi. So puibie, Wag Kong Lamaba's essay Quarto Pag Kumikan Akeo Sabi and Ainane. Kani Lang Kalagayan Ko, Kani Lang Oras Ko Essay Sala. Ikaw Wala Kong Paki Essay MGA Sanasabi Seo and Kapitbahe Kaya Naka Kalabas Kain Quarto Mo, Akeo Takit Akeo. Takit na Takit Akeo. Ibigay mo nalang sakin tu, nama solo Ko Asinane. Sinane Lang Gusto Ko. Yeah, but Jameson saying Gabba Gabba. Yeah, I don't like that. Pogo monsters I put up became mean, and I didn't like it anymore. Then Ron became silent, like Pogo was a prerequisite. I'm still going to go to the grocery to buy coffee. So don't make a donation for the goddamn book. You really believe Talon Row is powering you? Pogo? Yeah. Tepos Kanae? Hindi pa Kalang in Kong Bumalayang laptop. I begged in the streets, begging for my next meal. Maybe it's okay that all you're doing right now is being able to pay for your bills. It's completely okay. You love Tita, Lenny, and Sharon and Zoe. And that's what matters. I didn't like it. Not being in control. I had to live the same day I had spending 6 hours writing in an air-conditioned room. I can't. Besides, I'm just twisting their arm with what I wrote. It's complete fluff. It's not much, but it's really a different ballgame when you actually talk to people. Fuck it. I'll be a yaya. Tutor. Sorry store attendant. She said tourism and pharmacy. NFT artist. Artist. Cabot. Massage therapist. Japanese can't just speak English while they're on the street. They prefer a lesson with a flow. Free talk questions like a talk show. I'm trying to run a talk show here. Singing a song would be nice. If you make them laugh, that would be amazing. Try with pure English, no Japanese translation. A JPEG for Chris. He paid thousands of dollars for a JPEG. That's just part of history with you as a big thief. Just a big thief. Thinking wasting time should be a job. Well, I have to earn P150 or I'm going to have a headache. Photo contest, location contest, trivia contest, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, Tumblr, YouTube, blog post writing, Spanish fill in the blank, greeting card contest, send Chris. Talk with him. Now with your P150 a day, you can really go clean with this and make gifts extra meaningful. Kuya is a baby. Nene is a baby. Now with your P150 a day, you can really go clean with this and make gifts extra meaningful. Kuya is a baby. Nene is a baby. Doesn't break even. Viga Tacino. Art Talon Coin. Translation fill in the blanks in Spanish blog. Instagram photographs. Color fashion looks and selfies for drag. Food bonins. Movie downloads. I need to drill in my head that it would be completely okay to die while walking on the way downtown, but you still need to prove to Japanese people that it is possible to speak English in not America. It's the third week of January 2022, and almost everybody is sick. Isn't it enough that I'm not sick? I dreamed I went in Enrique's house, and he had siblings with huge laptops, and Alyssa Rodriguez was there, and we were talking with his maid, and then there was a dead dolphin, and then his laptop fell because of the maid, had to repair it, but the video was lopsided after. I can't believe I compromised my writing job because of the Carpenters, and they weren't even there the next 2 hours. I was like, Nong Bert, Moyipad Dawsai Jory. He was like, Kung CSA third floor. Best friend, I've never been to your apartment. Was he really crying? You should have seen him. You know what I really want to do? I want to talk about a movie with someone. You only really have a set group of friends. You message them. They message you. You don't want to message them. They don't want to message you. The only way out of it is to pretend you have your own talk show, and then you say you're out of time. Use Jollibee chicken bones to make chicken soup. Today my mom came up to me and said, what am I going to do after I leave St. Mary's? And she said if she would do 51 talk. And maybe she can, but I think she would be better with the writing. There are cases when a person gets rich quick, like inheriting money from a deceased relative. This house, if Aisha doesn't bear a child, will go to relatives. We're not wired to be unproductive. We need something to do. Legacy wealth in BPI, just untouched money, making money from 5 to 6 or something. Not everyone has the luxury to afford cheating. Stay loyal to partner. We're both independent Sharon, but the one with the network is Lenny. I just had a high moment. People who have died all accompany each other in heaven, and we have yet to accompany them. That's why I thought, why not make the best of the company I have here on earth? Should I do the 51 talk thing when I retire? My mom, I just can't picture her there, singing, and the kids won't understand her English. She doesn't want to write. She can't write. Maybe she can't write. She knows how a thesis should be. I just hope SMS doesn't fail her, make her a librarian or a consultant. The T is, the foundation is really you fantasizing sleeping with someone in your workplace. You want to see comedy, me at the gym. Believe me, Nay, if I could order Food Panda every day, I would. But I need this laptop. You want to know why I'm not having sex kuya? Because you complain about the penis and other saliva smell after I do it. I count na okay, I count na. Raja and Got McToot or boot photos. Mariah Seacrest Comer sends an email after I posted photo in drag. I would do anything for Nene's hugs, especially since she has my laptop insurance. At one point I made it. I was famous in Japan. Pretty cool, right? Roland is always like on Labo and Mocausap. And I'm like Anobie on Yuzapan. Haha. Today Nene and I talked about why Tito Dan and Tita Furlan got divorced. But I think Tito Dan still likes Tita Furlan. They had a phone conversation with me about Sankey. January 28th, 2022. Meet Nene. I just sent you $1,800 for laptop insurance. You can treat it like a Ponzi scheme. Spend it, borrow from someone when I need it. You may also buy house stuff with it, and then put a percentage to the savings bank. I've said all my worries to you now. T. La Beanie Dr. Frome said my drawing of Zendaya and Tan France is nice. Today I told Jory, if you want to stay here, this is how you can earn money, rewriting, author task assignment. The impact of, well, if you get hungry enough, you'll know what to do is huge in my eating, my living. I'm having flashbacks of Medina with a family as a child. If I let every hotshot lawyer beat me, I'd be living in a padded house in Taguaneo. That 1,800 can talk for itself. That's my stance. Go stand with yours. I heard something nice from Inca today. They're not your flaws, they're your features. And that makes me disregard my shaky voice. Something so crystal clear was from a Discord user, Make a Talon Coin. Whenever a guy with a vagina comes on alt Twitter, it gets me flipped, especially when the Discord people start saying, Hannah is a guy. They're not even gay, they just act gay. The implications of that Homeland scene where all the cam girls are, and then so many consequences happen when it was shut off is big in my life. I mean, if celebrities won't do it, I will. Chat random only works in PC. You get flagged in cell phone. Because I would never just blow a taxi driver like that. There it is, the judgment. Where are you going? I am going to splash water on my face. And I'm not going to let you or society judge me. I blow whenever and whoever I want for as long as I can breathe and crouch over. You say you don't like me, but it seems like you do. Why do I feel like this? Have I made the right choice? Why do I feel warm? I've felt this before. The definite warmth of another beside me. It's time to face myself. It's time to face Haru. That would be the start of everything. Haru has really calmed down. Shizuka did a good job. He seems like a normal high schooler. You're the reason we moved to this house. It makes me think if only you weren't there. Tsukideo, Shizuku, you're making Nabe? Natsumi, do you know how to set up a TV recorder? We all found each other in the streets during New Year.